Do you have a life purpose? Do you have something you have to do besides anything else? It is 5:30 in the morning. There are people that I'm trying to not wake up, and I haven't done my hair. I haven't washed my face. I have to tell you, a couple of months ago, not even a couple of months ago, let's start with today. This is the beginning of day 3 of a 3-day conference. It's a speaker opportunity, and there's something I must do in the world, but it didn't start this week. I was with this same group a couple of months ago. I cannot live my life without fulfilling my life's purpose, but it didn't start then either. Months before that, in September 2023, I quit my job because there's something I want to do in the world, but it didn't start then either. A year prior, I'm realizing how much I can do for people in the heart realm, in the personal development realm, and I was in the midst of working a 9-to-5 job, grinding hard because I care about my clients, but this other thing that I can do is wider than the audience I was serving. So I made a decision in 2022 to leave my job, but it didn't start then either. I mean, we could keep going back to 2006. April of 2006 was the first time I distilled the first version of my personal motto, which is teach people to teach people to teach people. Likely it started then, but it probably started even sooner, because when something is your life purpose, like, it just kind of permeates through your life. So question number 1, what is your life purpose? What is that thing that you're throughout your life? It would be so amazing if I could do this one thing. But then come back to now and say, what would it take for me to change into the person, to take the time to sacrifice, to actually fulfill that purpose? So now let's go back a couple of months where I really said again, I have put everything on the line. I have stopped working my 9-to-5 job. I've put everything out there, invested everything, listening to myself, learning how to do skills that I don't have so I can fulfill my life purpose. And you make that biggest leap, and then everything fizzles. Everything fizzles, and you're like, why is it getting even worse? Here's what I've done. I'm gonna be mortified when I watch this later. Here's what I've done. I have spent decades or more caring about other people more than I care for myself. And there's something that's applauded in that. There is something that is held in high regard. People value that. But when you care about other people more than yourself, your body starts to break down. The skills that you have are not evenly balanced, because you're prioritizing skills for others rather than for yourself. And when you decide that you must step into your highest purpose, there's a piece of you that is so smart. And because it's so smart, it makes you slow down. Let's slow down for a little explanation. I'm really begging that this makes any sense at all. But do you know when you push yourself so hard and you tell your body, I just need to get to the end of the day? You get to the end of the day, and then you look at a whole new list of things that you need to do, and your body says, nope, we're gonna get sick, so you can slow down. I've been putting myself off so that we can accomplish this thing together, but you said get to the end of the day, and we got to the end of the day, so we're gonna be sick now because you have not made time for this body, and I'm saying it's my time now. When you say, I'm gonna step into my highest purpose. The years, the decades that you did not do essential things for yourself so you could step into your highest purpose, I believe this is why life fizzled apart. Because there are pieces of myself that were not prepared to step into this highest version. Putting other people in front of myself to the point that I was invisible to myself was not okay. So when all of my plans, I'm very talented, when all of my plans just didn't work, when all of my investments just went into poof, when all of my attention started becoming very diffuse and I could not focus, it gave me an opportunity. It gave my body time to rest. It gave my mind time for a break, to dream, to play. It took away the daily habits that were not helpful, that were not serving my attention, so that I could start from scratch and rebuild habits to be my highest purpose. So I'm not trying to convince myself, I'm not trying to convince myself that there was a good reason. I have been looking for the reason, and at 5:30 in the morning, all the things start coming together. So what are these groups I've been hanging out with? Gerald Rogers, Maya Rose, Ray Perez, Bree Cook. That's the event today. And for the last couple of days. It's a legendary speaker series and brand makeover. Excellent people. If I have the wherewithal, I'm going to tag them after this. Some of the speakers that we've heard, I don't remember the names. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. King Cato, Dan Clark, Garrett Gunderson. Oh, there's one more I really wanted to call out. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's okay. And listening to this has been amazing because all the pieces are starting to come together. And I, for myself, am still trying to understand what it feels like in my body to feel excitement, because when it's unfamiliar, you're just like, do I accept this? And excitement is the fuel. Excitement is the fuel to send you to the next thing. And if you cannot recognize that in yourself, there's going to be some issues. But before that, it was a different legendary event. But more recently, I think just a couple of weeks ago, I was virtually at a Tony Robbins RPM, Rapid Planning Method seminar. And that really helped me see, oh, here are these skills that I used to have organizationally. Here's a refresh on how to see that. And now I can plan my things to get into the path of the purpose that I want. Here's what I want. 5:30 in the morning, and I want something for you. I want you to think about what your purpose is and what it is you want to accomplish in the world, and what it is you need to embody to be the person that provides that purpose to the world. And what does it take to change? Because is it business organization? Is there something really big about your business that just needs to shift so that you can provide that service into the world? I am really great. I'm going to hate the way I say this in the future. I am amazing at helping people manage big changes, because typically it is not the fact that you know the path to get there. It's the fact that you're trying to keep everything alive while you prepare for that transition. And I know how to do that for really large organizations, let's just put it that way, with my past job. And I would love to provide that service for you. Maybe the thing that you need to shift to get into your biggest purpose is your own mindset. And I've been sitting with people sometimes in the hardest parts of their life for 20 years. I've done that, in a volunteer capacity. But in these past couple of years, with my own really big life changes, I've learned new transformational methodologies. Whether you're into the woo-woo spiritual work, or you're into your favorite religion, or you're into just meditative personal care, I know how to speak your language. I will shift the things that I do to be understandable by you instead of forcing you to understand me. Why is that important? Because my motto is to teach people, to teach people, to teach people. And I would love to work with you to help you shift into that person you need to be to provide your purpose into the world. Because when our passion is our sole purposes, this improves our family relationships, it improves our societies. And when we as societies have these tools, what could we do together? Like, I can't even imagine, because my soul's purpose is to help you transition into the person that you need to be. I don't have the biggest vision for what our societies could do. You do. And when we all get together, then I think maybe that might be apparent. And now I think I'm awake and I'm terrified that I'm on live. So, happy Friday. And I hope to hear from you soon. If you'd love to work with me, say 5:30 in the morning. Let's make it simpler. Just say, let's work. Comment, let's work. And I would love to get in touch with you. Good morning.